happening?
Yo, what the fuck was that?
And
Yo, that was. And here's the thing is like
Welcome,
that was no, nigga, no, that was like so
welcome to the.
unprovoked too. Yo, no, we addressing this.
I can't intro the show.
No, nigga, what
I
the
can't. I
fuck?
we go
can't.
right. I know what our first topic is.
Yo, bro, are you good? Smo.
I know. Pristavia, man. Taking the
Wel-
Andrew Luck route, man.
Welcome
Yo,
Yeah.
to the
yo,
Let's Talk Battle Rap Group
yo.
Chat podcast.
All right, all right.
And we found I also got Smo here. I got Q here who's a little upset. Q's not happy.
I'm very happy.
But Q is happy because Pristavia, she's announced she's mostly retired.
Honorable reason.
Honorable reason, very honorable reason. I'm happy for that. Hopefully it all goes well. But yeah, we're gonna miss Pristavia, man. It feels like there's still so much to do. So
So
much
much.
time left.
We,
And
we,
much.
we
you
were
know,
just scratching the surface.
we
And
were-
there was
yeah,
so
we were.
many matchups. Yeah, and that's really nothing more to say. I think we've been saying whenever female battle rap comes up and people talk about what could elevate it, what could bring it to a new level. And I feel like in any sector of battle rap, people will say new talent, fresh faces at the top level. And Pristavia is one of those that not only was a fresh face with all the matchups to go through, she was really like that. Like 100% really could beat pretty much any woman. There's a reason that it's already, there was people talking about a possible.
Are you good, Jamal?
Wow.
Are you
Jazz.
good this morning?
What's going on today, bro?
Explain
Wow.
yourself.
So Pristavia slander to
What's
start
going
the
on today?
show.
Wow.
But she had a ton of matchups left, and now Shuni the rapper, it looks like, will be her retirement battle. Who I have her winning viciously, to be honest with you, like by a lot. So I do think that she's gonna go out on a high note. I hope it's something like the official performance or even like the coffee performance, something like that, because all we're gonna think is of the multiple amazing matchups she could have had going forward. But she was already kind of half in, half out. It seemed like her real life becoming a mother, everything she had going on is fantastic. And then she tries to battle Miss Hustle, and the battle is canceled because she promoted it. So I could understand even if the
That did happen.
ridiculousness pushed her out of battle rap a little bit, where we can't even get something simple like that done. But who knows? You know, a lot of somewhat retirements that people go back on. But if it is definitive, which it looks like it could be, at least we're thankful to have the work we got so far. But it's a career cut short. It's unfortunate.
She did it though. She did it, Jamal. Saying she don't rap about the same stabbing is crazy. My man in the chat, Ryan. What up? Go Birds. Free Sunday. We got a free Sunday, so that's nice. Yeah, Q, how you feeling, man? As we lost a potential future great.
Yeah, like Titus, you know me for like so long. It's like, how long have I been like a huge like advocate for Pristavia?
Yeah.
Like from like the first time I saw her,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, this is like a level of rapping that like I don't feel like always exists in like the female battle rap space.
Right.
It's just like, oh, this is like a level of penmanship that like is kind of new.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, like this could be like the future of everything. And just what Smo alluded to is like Pristavia was never like around consistently enough, even during like her introductory years or like the year that people were clamoring to see her to like ever truly be in like Wody conversations or like to fully capitalize off like the skill set and potential that she did have. So in a way, it's like it is like Pristavia was already kind of like half in, half out. But for her to say that like, yeah, I'm gonna be done, definitely like a bit heartbreaking because like I truly felt like she had everything to be like one of the future all time greats in battle rap. So from that perspective, it sucks. It's like obviously she's like less accomplished, but it's like watching like Maya Moore like go ahead and retire like mad early after how great Maya Moore was in their years in the WNBA and in college and shit like that. Because it's like, oh, you could have been even better. You could have won like maybe won like 2 or 3 more titles. Like you could have done like all this amazing shit, and you just decided to do something else, which is like great. Like her like finding her purpose in God and religion is like that's wonderful. So I'm definitely not gonna take that away from her. She's a mother. So there's like so many reasons to not battle rap. but I definitely am like, man, like we like lost the person that was probably in the uh lead position to be like the future of female battle rap. And it's like, wow, like where do we go from here?
Yeah, yeah. I feel similar. I was a big Pristavia fan, and I think the fact, well, as most of us were, and I think the fact that another thing was that how fast like Surf gave her a major cosign was like, oh, this really can go somewhere. She got like those kind of cosigns real early. She always showed up. She never looked overwhelmed in any battle, no matter who they gave her. Right? Like she never looked overwhelmed at any point. And it's somebody who should get up. You think it should have? It should happen, right? At some point, like she should have looked out of place in the battle, and it didn't happen. She saw names like official. She saw
Official on the stage.
C3. Yeah, official on stage. Saw C3. Like at some point, you think it would
Coffee
get
Brown.
overwhelming. Coffee, right? She looked like she belonged every time she rapped, and that was a real rare
You got
thing to
good
see.
versions of all of them too,
Yeah.
and yeah, I pretty clearly got her winning all 3 battles. When it's all said and done. So the potentials of a Miss Hustle matchup, that getting rebooked, the Jazz the Rapper matchup. I don't know. She did Battle Vixen, I don't believe. Could you
No,
imagine like stuff
no.
like you could just go on and on and on, but it's it's one of those where she already wasn't getting booked that often, but female battle rap as a whole, but female battle rap is definitely not in a position to lose like one of their best, like in any way, shape, or form. So it's a pretty tough loss for the scene all the way around, but much respect to her and hope that everything with the next chapter goes fantastic.
Yeah.
So Lang pointed out
Yeah.
performance of the night on the first ever Chrome card, which I think people like think of like Chrome, and it's like I think niggas forget like the first 2 Chrome cards that were like on Hot 97's website. And I
Yeah.
think that we immediately jumped to like Hitman versus Easy. Like
Was
there's there's the Miss Hustle era
Oh, that's the one
of
where
Chrome.
they tried to sympathetically say Yoshi had a debatable when she
Yeah,
got
Yeah. Yeah. That one. Yeah.
Prestavia beat the dog shit out of her. Like,
they beat her
Violently.
bad, and they were like,
So
"Well, if
violent.
you really listen to what?"
yo, yo, Jack Boy was like, yo, no one was standing behind her.
That boy was very honorable to do that. I was like, yo, let me just go. Somebody needs to help you.
Oh
They
Somebody
my
needs
said,
to help
"Go
you.
god.
back and listen to the bar." She was saying, "I put cheese on her head like a Packers fan." Y'all were despicable. Vestavia was up there dancing. On the other hand, she was
Cooking.
fantastic.
He
So
was
we
cooking.
knew
Oh,
back
no.
then what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the good thing here, well, I won't say good thing, but we did talk about how we don't know where the future goes for female battle rapper, like what their next stars look like. And the good thing is TBL is having a whole tournament, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we have a guide on our website. That's talkbattlerap.com. Great work by the team, man. Shout out to Sasa.
Shout out to France. Shout out to Tai Tai.
Yeah.
I was there for the first call, but this is like all like France and Tai Tai's work.
Yeah, for sure. Salute to that. And so congratulations on that. Thank y'all for that work. So definitely go to our website. If you remember our guides, it's a lot like that. It's just very well done, detailed.
And I
You
know
have
that
to,
a lot of this, since it's a tournament for new talent, right? A lot of people might not, and understandably, know a lot of these girls. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a lot of their first opportunities on a platform of this level or with this type of visibility. So we break down, how each girl is going into the tournament, some of the pros that we've seen for them, what their chances might be going forward. So if you just want to know a little bit more before you get to watching this weekend, there's a little something for every talent there. So
It's also realistic. Like, don't be ashamed if you don't know, because like a lot of these women only got like 2, 3 battles anyway. So it's like you not even like out. It's not even you being out the loop if you don't know them. So like for like
yeah,
any of the women that like super like under the radar, like underdog picks to win the tournament, and you like don't know who they are at all, like that's okay. Like go ahead and read the guide. They're inexperienced. They might even play into the battles, but like we got everything covered on there.
facts. Facts. Yeah. So shout out to that, man. Shout out to that guy. Please go check that out. Get familiar. Enjoy the weekend. Staying on TBL, guys, a nuke was dropped. The energy is back. December 6th, Philadelphia, on a card called Philadelphia. We got the Hustler, the Essence, the Energy, Cassidy versus Easy, the Block Captain. It's going down. It's going down for the heart of Philly.
for the custody of Kay Walker.
Whoop-de-doo. Yippee.
You're not
I'm
fucking
excited.
Titus, you're not fucking with the custody of Kay Walker, man.
They were losing Titus a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
But yeah, no, Cassidy versus Easy has been announced. There's really no question of the large scaleness this battle could have. And that's what people are going to go to, automatically. Those that love it is a Cassidy battle. A Cassidy battle following what was just a disaster in the Apocalypse of Bullpen. The end of that chapter in Battle Rap. This seems like a more trusted type of platform. TBL's been putting on big battles recently. I mean, if you could pull off Hitman versus Murda Mook, I would hope that you could pull off Cassidy versus Easy. Like, that's a way to win the fans over in the trust of your process. And we know what Cassidy can be promotionally. If we speak into Hitman, we saw what Cassidy versus Hitman did, and honestly has reached scales of like attention generating in battle rap that we've seen very few times, if ever. So in terms of a financial move for TBL and just like large scale, big fight promotion, selling pay-per-views, this card has got a high chance to be the best version of that. That is what Cassidy does at his highest level. But Q, I know we'll see when Titus, when he gets back, how he feels, but I know you and me share the same worries of, the battle itself, like the rapping portion, because it is a rap battle, right? Might fucking suck. And this should be just a one-sided whooping as I see most Cassidy battles going. So you let me know, man, how you feel about Cassidy versus Easy.
It's Cassidy is always such an interesting topic to discuss because it's like from any standpoint that doesn't involve the actual rapping. I'm actually a big fan of Cassidy and like what he can and what he does bring to the culture when that's not inside of the ring. I mean, outside of whatever the fuck the bullpen situation was.
I'll tell you what, too, and we mean specifically, battle rapping, because his diss track at Easy was fire.
Yeah,
like he was whooping on a diss track, which makes, there is some good backstory for this battle, but none of that is translated to the ring.
No, not at all. Like Cassidy's like immensely entertaining when he does his interviews and the face-offs and shit like that. Like I think Cassidy genuinely likes battle rap. Like I really don't have that type of issue with him in terms of like thinking he's like some vulture coming in to like pick the bones of the culture and like all this type of shit. I don't feel the way about him. But at the end of the day, you still got to go out there and rap 3 rounds in a rap battle. And Cassidy is not very good at that part. I don't have fun watching these battles. That's not where the enjoyment of the Cassidy return is for me. So, from a battle standpoint, I'm not expecting a lot. It being in Philly doesn't move me. I think this should be extremely one-sided. So, like, the question to me is like, can Easy be the first person to like? I think Cassidy's lost all of his battles. But can Easy be the first person to like truly clear Cassidy? Because like we know niggas fight the goods battle a lot. Yo, the ice pack won't make the swelling. The fake ass I said won't make the swelling go down. The Arsenal battle is fucking disgusting. Niggas trying to say that he beat Hitman. So like, can Easy be the first person to like truly put belt to ass to Cassidy? Like that's what I'm curious
the first
about.
person to make Cassidy fans say Cassidy.
Yes,
that's what they say, because he's been getting cleared in all these battles.
I agree.
He has an army of the undead. There is just elite Cassidy zombies that follow him around wherever he goes and pretend like what he's saying is anything but fucking garbage in a majority of these battles, maybe short of the Diz battle and his first round versus Hitman. There's some good things that happen there, but for the most part, I mean, I don't think he can lose any clearer than he did versus Goods. And then his fans just said nope. And just because battle rap is such a small culture, the fan base of a Cassidy can almost overrule like the actual people that are just here watching battle rap month to month, day to day. So I think people need to see a body bag. I think plenty of people have won, but it's a situation where it's not just 3-0 disastrous, disaster versus cannabis type of loss, then nobody's going to admit that it happened right in front of their face. So I do understand that, though. That's the challenge of each Cassidy battle. Can this be the one that shuts him up? But the trick is that he's never going to shut up. So that's how we keep ending up here. But Titus, you're back, brother. How are you feeling about the announcement?
I see. I know y'all can slander the
Your internet's going out again, brother. My dog got hit with an EMP, man.
Yeah,
Listen, they don't want us. They don't want to talk about greatness. Apparently,
I think they sensed him. I think they sensed nonsense coming.
you're back.
They,
You're back.
yeah, they sensed nonsense coming and struck him down.
T-Mobile processed the payment this morning and had to remember that they paid me, that I paid them. I for sure paid them for this. They sent a whole message this morning. Thanks for the payment. They tried to take it back. Nah, you got the money already. I sent.
Well, yeah. So you could say bars is back.
Oh,
Bars is back.
shit.
Bars is back.
Oh,
Back.
shit.
And that's the message here. Bars is back. All right. Bars is back. Okay.
Right.
The hustler's here. Friday at that face off, I'll see some y'all never seen before. All right. You're gonna have easy. Y'all understand why the energy is here. Why Cassidy will defeat Easy the block captain. And
he's gonna win.
Yo, this is why they shut him down.
This is why I understand now. Keep going, connection. Keep going. Stop his round. All right.
Hold on.
My boy gets smited on live stream.
Yeah, it does sound like Titus is more pro this battle than me. The other thing, which I'm excited for, which I'm sure we're going to hear more about as we get closer to the event, maybe even night of the face-off, I'd expect some other announcements for the undercard. Because the one other, I will say, great thing, because obviously with Cassidy, a lot of attention is generated, more times than not, a lot of money is generated, right? So, that obviously brings immediate benefits to the culture, the possibility of profit, which is much rarer than I think most people realize. But then you have really good undercards full of like stacked battles, stacked talent. And TBL is shown, with Bulletproof, very good undercard under Hitman versus Mook. With Apollo, quite too many battles, but a lot of very good battles to go with Daylight versus Rum Nitty. So hopefully you see something more like Bulletproof here with like 5 or 6 really good battles on the undercard with Cassidy and Easy selling it. And hopefully the rest of the card follows suit. But either way, they're going to have more visibility than they usually get. So any undercard battles or battlers you're looking forward to for this one, Q?
I'm extremely curious if they're gonna try to put more Philadelphia battlers on the card. So I'm gonna be curious. Like, are we gonna get like I talked about him, like, is a K Walker gonna get like a shot on the card? Like, because I wouldn't be mad at some as like if you like throw like K Walker versus like I don't know like Elijah Straight or like Los Preem or something like on this card. Like I don't like that. Like that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
So
Elijah Straight again, huh? We're doing more
Elijah Straight versus K Walker to open Cassidy versus Easy the block.
We're doing more Elijah Straight TBL battles, huh?
I mean, I'm saying if they're like
winning ain't a requirement, huh?
They book him, nigga. What you want from me?
If we're gonna be fair, though,
there's the rules, right?
Him and Los Preem is considered a debatable battle. If we're gonna be fair,
I would say live. Most niggas had Preem. Most niggas had Elijah Straight winning.
That is a fact. And Frozenberg definitely did. What do you say next day? Is like, do y'all feel comfortable going on the internet and lying like that? That doesn't make y'all feel. So I don't know. I could go without a K Walker battle opening.
I'm not saying I want K Walker,
but more Philly artists, I could definitely see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A couple more. I think there should at least be. We don't need a theme. We don't need a Philly rapper in every battle if it doesn't fit like the quality of the card. But I wouldn't be mad at it. And now that Titus is back, you never got to give us your full thoughts on a main event with Cassidy versus Easy. We just talked about the undercard a little bit.
Yeah, the Hustler's back once again. The Hustler is back. Y'all remember them? Y'all remember them diss tracks? Y'all forgot them diss tracks?
We did mention that he did whoop on Easy. He did whoop on Easy.
He convert those to real raps.
And you know what's crazy? Those bars, that content, like just the content. Obviously, he's flowing a track. It's different than a battle. Why can't he just talk like rap like that? You know what I'm saying? It's a night and day difference when he doesn't have a beat on in the background. That's what it seems to be.
Look, man,
ain't that funny? Ain't that ironic?
The Hustler.
Ain't that funny?
The Hustler disrespect, and I feel like we've seen enough in battle raps in those places illogical, and this has been one of the most illogical years in battle rap. This specific fourth quarter of battle rap has been the most nonsense
Yeah, 2025
It's,
is not 2025 doesn't got a lot of common sense.
there's been nothing logical taking place this year.
Mm-mm.
So with that being said, why not?
Why not?
Why can't the
Cassidy.
hustle be easy in this year?
I think being good at battle rapping.
You're talking about being good and all this logical shit. This is not a lot. I just said this is not a logical year.
You know, I will say there is something new to the table with this matchup for Cassidy, and I feel that he battles big name opponents, right? For the most part, we're not talking about like a stylistic. He's not going to get a lot of like pen heavy. He's going to get the biggest names. He's got an Arsenal. He's gotten Goods, Disaster way back, Hitman, obviously, and he hasn't really faced someone. There is angles to take versus these people. But I think specifically with Easy, and then obviously there's always going to be the cloud of the Remy angle, or all these really the everything angles, the trenches angle, the Remy angle, the you lied, fake interviews, and all these things he did. I don't feel like Cassidy's battled someone with this much just surface level topics to pick from angle wise. Usually he's rapping just general bars if we're keeping it real. Like for all the credit and crediting the sciences, and we hate but somehow punching also is the lowest element. That's really all he does. He goes up there and he gives you outdated punchlines. But now I think he does have an opportunity to angle more than we've seen him angle before, to keep it real with you. Like he could be tailored 2 to 3 rounds versus Easy. And I think this will win or lose, whatever, and lose most likely. This will be the most tailored we've seen Cassidy up to this point in terms of really rapping about the guy in front of him. Do we think that could the miracle could stem from that route?
I really do believe that if there's an actual you're not from Philly angle to play, the battle taking place in Philadelphia might be the place for that to work.
And coming from Cassidy.
At his highest point, if that's like something that can actually work, I think somebody from Philly battling in the city might be with the cachet of Cassidy might be able to pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that going into it could absolutely cause a problem. And this battle has a little more intrigue than it should. It shouldn't have intrigue. But
well, then you remember that what happened last time Cassidy battled in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't for the heart of the city. I'm
not gonna lie. So we've seen
for the city.
It really was. I mean, I get Philly versus Philly, but seeing a low like that, it's always gonna be hard to bet on the guy until I've seen a high that's equal to it. And he was good for about half the first round versus Hitman, and people consider that like leaps and bounds, like a miracle of a performance above. So I can clearly see the scale that he's gonna be graded on too. But I think the flip side of it is Easy is the best writer that he's faced and the best angler that he's faced. I think out of everyone that he's faced so far, Easy's the most surgical. And then when just pure writing, not that Easy's like a pen. This guy's not in the ring with like a Lux or a Nitty or a JC. But I'd say Easy's a better writer than Goods. I'd say Easy's definitely a better writer than Arsenal. I'd say Easy's a better writer than Hitman, even Prime Disaster. I just appreciate Easy more as a writer from that standpoint. So these are also some challenges that I don't think Cassidy's had someone from this new of an era or this good at maybe the specific things people want to see versus him. So you're kind of right, Titus, as much as I do hate the fact that we're talking about another Cassidy battle. Everyone knows my feelings on it at this point. There is a little more interest in this than probably any of the other recent matchups he had.
He's having a great time.
I will say,
a great time with this battle. I can't wait.
I will say, though, that like even to the point of like there's been more to possibly talk about with Easy than like in the past with these other Cassidy opponents. I just haven't seen anything that tells me that Cassidy like would be able to like focus enough to like zero in on a specific topic for an extended period of time.
And like, watch the Hitman battle.
He signed to Spalding.
Reed had it in the car. You had it in the bag. You said you knocked niggas out. I said, where was I?
That's fair. That's fair. So like, I don't know. Like there could be some funniness there, some jokes there. I'm just not confident in his ability to sit there and like make that the majority of his content. Because I think that like what you guys are outlining is like that is the key to victory for Cassidy. Is like if Cassidy went out there and like just did 3 straight rounds of like you not from Philly, like you was on Fresh Prince. I really know Will Smith. I don't fucking know. Like like whatever. Like some shit like that. Like if he can like do that for 3 rounds, it's enough to make it like fake compelling and like make niggas argue for Cassidy.
That's it. Cassidy don't have to do much.
I'll do
Like
you.
to Smoke's point.
You got a free
Cass-
haymaker right here. Make fun of John John. I don't know how
Yo,
you crafted the
honestly,
situation, Cass. I don't know how you did it. It was definitely the science. How you come out somehow with people supporting you for no show in the fucking event. But if you go out there and say you shut down, paying me got bullpen shut down. There's ways to flip it. That might
in the bag I got for this would have shut bullpen down. Like that goes crazy. That goes crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that goes crazy.
So but it is what it is. This is at the end of the day, the main reason this battle's booked, maybe even the main 2 or 3 reasons, has nothing to do with what goes on inside of the ring. So while it is fun to talk about the battle, and I'd assume we all have easy, or are you really rocking with Cass in this one? Titus?
I'm undecided.
I'm undecided. That's as bad of an answer as just picking Cassidy. I got easy block captain 3-0 though, at least for now.
Wow.
But how do we feel about this promotional run? Is this going to be our best of 2025?
Cassie's gonna fuck him up in these face-offs.
Yeah,
Cassie's gonna fuck him up.
It might be bad.
Yeah, it's on Friday. That'll be great. I think the good thing for this battle is I think they had the right idea announcing Hitman and Mook so far ahead, but I think 4 months might be a little too much notice
for them. For those guys.
Yeah, like this one right here, face off's gonna be a month before the battle, and we're getting right to it. I think that's perfect timing. That's good. Easy's gonna run his YouTube channel. He's probably gonna talk about the battle. Cassidy's gonna do 17 Hip Hop's Real interviews.
Cassidy already did one.
As we speak, knowledge is living in Cassidy's cupboard like Harry Potter.
And if he's not, they'll be re-uploading the same interviews they've been uploading with Cassidy.
I need to find out whether like Cassidy, like when Cassidy is like in battle rap mode, if like knowledge just like lives in like a bunker in Cassidy's house.
Right.
Like I need to figure this out.
I have the culture losing 3-0. In terms of the raps itself, very possible, Jamal. I can't be mad at that. We've seen this play out multiple times where Cassidy, at the end of the day, Cassidy is a moneymaker that we just rarely see. Even what we consider the moneymakers we have in battle rap, that still can be pretty situational. It seems like when Cassidy pops out, and when I emphasis on when he pops out, obviously, because Bullpen would have a different answer to this. But when he does actually, like, the battles go through, those tend to be some of the more successful events for that league. So that's the purpose of this. This has nothing to do with the raps itself. People will get their views off of it. Blogs at Lord, we're finna do a recap on it. So that's just kind of how it is. But the sacrifice of that is quality and probably a little bit of integrity. It's just a celebrity cash grab. But the thing is, it's a successful cash grab. And so we're going to go grab the cash. I can't, like, that's just, I feel like as transparent as you could be with this, but we'll have fun with it. It's
absolutely,
it's happening. Did you guys think Easy and Reed was competitive? I actually like Reed more and more as I watched the battle, but Reed didn't win that battle, man. I know that like there was a really down point with Easy where whenever someone just went on a run and then the down period hits, there's always a group that's like, well, let's just say he lost all that shit. It was always a lie. And that was a battle I saw people being like, well, Reed and Easy is actually debatable in the rewatch. I'm like, I think we're just upset with Easy right now. But I think Reed was good. I don't know. I think we all had Easy though, right?
Yeah, I did. I thought about it. Actually, I thought Reed was good. I thought Easy had the battle. This is a good point by Jamal, actually. We should have known that an Easy and Cassidy and John battle was doomed from the start.
Right.
Between Cassidy's failed tournament league, whatever that was, we had everybody in the battle rapper house, and they were shooting dice, and some of Bullpen's recent transactions. We should have known that was ever going to work. We should have known.
See, but I don't know how a scamming angle is going to work versus Cassidy because he very simply has to call himself the hustler. Like, I think Cassidy has the cachet where if they're like, yo, you were robbing and thieving, he was like, yeah, so what? And
you
good. And I mean, like, that's good. He's the type of guy that he doesn't have to do a lot to get like excited. Like, the bar isn't hell. So if he lands that,
Exactly.
we've seen him land one bar, and people say that the battle's debatable to
That's
a
what I'm
minute later.
saying.
So if he's just able to do that, like even if it's just ignorant, there's not going to be logic. And
It's
that's
not gonna take much. It's
not
not gonna take much for Cassidy to walk away with a fake debatable here. All right.
I
And
had to sell.
I might give him the fake debatable.
I
I
had
might do
this.
it.
I
Don't
had
do
to sell grams just to get my foot in the door. You think the hustler never scammed a person before? Oh, look, that should go crazy. Go crazy, right
He'll
there.
call John and janky promoter. Shit gonna be up. Shit gonna be over with. I think that's all battle rap stuff we have today. That's about it. Yeah, we didn't have much to talk about.
I mean,
The sport,
The
and
sports
I,
world is fun.
I mean, weird thing. We can do sports, right?
Yeah.
But there is nonsense.
What
To do-
nonsense? What nonsense?
I mean, there is the more of the bullpen shit. If we want to talk about that, I know something. I know there's something that you wanted to bring up, Titus.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Leagues, all leagues, PSA.
there's a lot of them.
When it's too many of them. I heard it was one called Bread the other day. I was like, well, we out of names?
They had the event yesterday.
We run out of names. Bread. Like, what are we doing, bro?
BRED. Shout the bread.
PSA to all leagues. If a battle or highlight or anything drops on your channel, you will bring more attention to it by deleting it than letting it sit on the channel. I don't know why URL had Mike P and Danny's second round dropped. I don't know why it was subsequently deleted, but I do know this. A lot of people didn't really know it was out on the channel. I didn't see a lot of talk about it.
But then when they deleted it, then everyone
Oh,
knew.
yeah, now everybody knows. Everybody knows. Because you should have just left it up there. I don't understand the purpose of taking the battle down. Like, that's whack. Taking footage down off the channels.
And then if you did it soon after, why did you put it up?
Exactly.
See, that's really what it's about.
Barring like extreme circumstances where someone does some crazy stuff and we got to get them out of here, totally fair. In a situation where nothing like that happened, you just delete the footage. It's kind of whack. Little whack URL. Not a fan. Don't support it. Respectfully. Not really respectfully. That's whack. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Delete footage is whack.
From
all across the culture.
BTX League.
See what I'm saying? That's a biker. That's like an X Games qualifier.
I ain't gonna lie. A bad.
That's what Rob Beardeck was.
That's Dave Mirra.
That's some real that's some Danny Way shit.
Yeah, like what's going on? What are we doing? Yeah, go ahead, Smo.
No, I was just gonna say battling on a bicycle is absolutely out of pocket, and that's not something that we need in any way, shape, or form. But I noticed URL's putting a lot more clips out. I noticed on Twitter, kind of funny phrasing too. The vault is open. I don't think we should
the vault is open is crazy.
Your own app, the vault.
That's wild.
Look,
like it makes me call into question, like, because when I saw the Mike P clip go up, I was like, huh. All right. Like that's interesting.
And just the second round, like not the bad.
That like just the second round. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like that's pretty cool though. But I thought it was weird because I'm like, obviously we know how like some of that situation went. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of odd. I will say this though. Mike, when the clip went up, whether URL like was like super happy about it going up in the first place because they took it, like it went up and then came down. Like Mike saw it and commented and like seemed to be like really happy that it went up.
Yeah, he had like literally done an interview like 3 days ago. Well, not 3 days ago, right after his battle with King, and he was like talking about the whole URL situation and said like the only thing I would ask is that they dropped that battle on that round. It deserves to be out. Then it drops, and they said, "Psych, you thought you had a moment."
But like, I also do want to point out, at least to me, because like Mike is retiring like soon. Like that's been very publicized and everything like that. And like, it's no like secret how much I'm a fan of Mike P. How much Titus is a fan of Mike P. So it's like, to me, it's also like just listening to listening to like Mike's take during like the whole situation when it happened a couple of years ago, and then like how Mike talks about it now. I always felt like it was very evident that Mike's issue was with person that has that is named after the letter that comes before.
P's trash
Yeah,
ass. Nobody
yeah,
likes P. Fans don't
yeah.
like
You know what I mean?
P.
Like,
Battlers didn't like P. Nobody likes P. So no shocker. P is
yeah,
the
yeah,
reason that all that Big P shit got fucked up. Wow. Who
yeah,
could have
yeah.
guessed?
So like so to me, it's like as much as like I can like maybe understand like from like a myriad of perspectives why like there could be some like sour feelings on like a URL end to like even like take the Mike P shit down after they after it got put up. I do feel like it's like a bit like his issue wasn't with anyone other than P from like how it sounds. So it's like with like Mike only having so much time left in battle rap before he hangs it up. I really do wish that could get worked out because from how it sounds, I don't think he had an issue with anybody else over there other than P.
Yeah, but
and
that's
go
not
ahead.
how he carried himself when it was time to leave URL. So that's something that he wears that he's already taken accountability for that. So I'm not saying that to double back at him,
It's
but it does
you're not wrong, but like even
definitely
back
the main
then in those
issue
interviews,
causer, the main initiator of the issues is gone. So even if some things were said, things have been said a ton in battle rap, and shit gets
you know,
forgiven.
Right.
So I'm with you
That's the
there.
thing, right? Like, I just don't. Like you said, like, you don't have to like look at like it dropped, leave it. I don't know. One person made a decision. Somebody else went over their head and said, "No, well, who the fuck put this out?" I don't know how that went, but it don't matter. It's out now. It's on your channel. So ultimately, you're accountable for anything that comes out on your channel. No matter who did it, like, and it's out there. And now you deleted it. That's corny. Like as an artist, like for any artist that sees that, that's some whack shit. It just is.
yo, but then want to know what's even crazier
What's
is
that?
like that happens, and you want to know what the next like round that I see get uploaded is
What was that?
Daylight versus fucking Tay Rock.
Oh yeah, that did happen. Yeah, they did
I'm
upload
like,
that.
yo, son, I'm not gonna lie.
Right, that is
If any,
crazy.
listen,
Yeah.
if anybody, I don't got no dog in this fight, and I don't claim to know like everything in the world. But if I had to like ascertain based off like what's been put out there, who violated worse, Mike P or Daylight?
It's definitely daylight.
For sure,
It's
daylight.
definitely Daylight.
For sure.
And I'll
For
tell you,
sure.
I'll tell you what, they definitely have some new system for clips, right? Because I saw this morning on Twitter, they had a clip from Lada Zay versus Saya Boy
Oh.
Yo,
to
Titus, you did that? No, that was Titus. Titus did that
Oh,
shit.
a lot of
but
that shit.
No, that was
they
Titus.
did
Titus did that shit.
they
Find
clipped
out.
it
Find
and
out.
then said, check out the full library on the URL TV app. I don't think that
That
battle's
battle's on
That's
the
not
app.
that at all.
That
I
battle's
don't
on the
I don't
Oh,
think
Lord.
so. But clearly there's something new going on. And it was like the first half was grind time footage to refer to the bar. I'm like, okay, somebody's
Somebody's in the
doing
trenches.
this.
Oh,
Somebody's in the real trenches.
I, I wonder.
It
That's
was a
okay.
lot of say
Yeah,
Wiz Khalifa flip that he did versus Saya Boy.
Yeah,
So
that was hard. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
real old shit right there. But yeah, I noticed that as well. And only other thing that I noticed, and I feel like this topic it'll never die. But Lang made a good point that makes me want to talk about it now. John, it gets worse and worse for the Don, man. It's looking to done for the Don. And I see that Surf versus John is gonna be dropped on. I did see
that's
you
fucked.
were
No, that's fucked up.
to
That's
get that.
fucked up.
Where's Mafia
But you know
voice? The
what?
shit gets worse.
I've noticed something with URL's YouTube drops. It looks like they might be open to dropping some more lopsided battles now. Obviously, Lux versus Twerk drop. Granted, every time Lux battles, he makes sure that battle gets to YouTube, which I think is honorable. Which we know is pretty lopsided. But then if they drop Surf and John, wouldn't exactly call that one
That's even
barn burner.
that's even more lopsided.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, and I do think because it seems like they tend to only drop like good fights to YouTube, which is good. Like we want to see like the best quality battles, but I don't mind a body bag every once in a while.
For sure.
I don't mind that at
For
all.
sure.
We like to see a good death. Maybe someone's top performance isn't a close battle. That's okay. So I think it's cool they're doing that, but John can't catch a break, man. He can't.
That's
He
fucked
really
up.
can't.
That's fucked up, bro.
And it's not on Tubi. Like it's
He's
easy.
got
It's gonna be
bloggers
easy to find this
buying.
battle.
He's got bloggers buying LLCs and pretending like they're about to do charity work. It's like as bad. John, is someone that always held himself above like the basic surface level battle rap drama. I'm a league owner, I'm about business, this and that. And now there's no more league. You have baby mama drama on the timeline. You're going back and forth with bloggers now. It's not a good situation. I would not be mad at him if he sat out for a bit. Even though
I think my favorite,
just let the noise go by. It's a bad climate right now for John.
I think my favorite John like statement that he's like is adamant about is that like, yo, everybody got paid. Like it wasn't everything that I owed them because of how it went, but everyone was paid. Brother, the problem is it wasn't everything they were owed, John.
Right.
That's the issue.
That's
that second sentence is the problem, sir. Like that's where this all went wrong.
I got two things, right?
Mm-hmm.
One, apologize to Danny Myers.
That's a fact.
You was
fact.
Yeah, you was bugging,
dead wrong. Wait, I talked about Danny.
Yo, you was dead wrong.
You was dead wrong for that.
You was dead wrong for that. Second, I don't know why y'all
did that because you knew Danny. Like Danny just be going through shit. Hasn't been an easy year for Danny either. So you're like, you was bugging, man. Stand, no one's gonna say anything. That's not right. That's not right.
Yeah, you got to apologize to Danny. But like, I was gonna say it's like, why do y'all like? I don't think John should like really like handle any of this like online, because like if you remember the Red battle, he's gonna address you like a man. So like,
God,
you know,
I forgot he did that.
I'm gonna address you like a man.
Never slacks.
If we tied up,
that shit was trash.
That
shit was so trash, bro.
Had the most battles. O-Red leads the league in battles that people call debatable, but he actually won that motherfucker. If you watch it, you don't got to do a lot versus O-Red for your fans to just say it's debatable, and then you go back. Yo, he's got one this year. Him and Miss Hustleman, and a shout out to Lang because I talked to him not too long ago about it. But you know that was considered like a good fight. If you watch that battle back, O-Red was putting belt to ass. Keep it rolling.
Mac a Dame, he a nut.
Yeah, so that happened with John. That happened. People don't even know he whooped on Nitty a long time ago. People. O-Red leads the league in forgotten W's. But overall, yeah, John. It's bad out here for you. Even though you were really good in the Swamp battle, you could debate. I didn't have you win the Swamp battle.
That's fair.
Debate. So clearly, it has nothing to do with the rapping. But I could see it's like a little bit. What did Shawn Michaels say? My smile's been gone.
He lost. My smile's been gone for a long time now.
I've seen a lot.
I gotta go find my smile.
Yeah, I think. And I wouldn't be mad at a break. Keep rapping. Maybe just fight through it. Clearly, you can still win your battles through all this. But this is just one of those periods that
I'm gonna tell you what you need to do, John. I'm gonna tell you rehab the image. Battle one of these new children on a stage.
Ooh, and you know,
find the card with the stage and battle one of these new guys who's been talking to you.
You know, for a while, guys, I can't believe I'm saying this. Is a matchup that because there a few of them been throwing shots at John, right? But it hasn't made sense. So John hasn't taken it. I'm not mad at it. I'm still not mad if he doesn't. But I'll tell you what, John, you take Hansel on like a stage.
Yeah.
You get one of these guys that's been asking for it, and you do some like Jack Boy or wavy shit. I don't know why, because you beat top tiers. People don't think John doesn't beat top tiers. He beat plenty. But when he really makes an example of like a mid-tier or a new guy with momentum, for whatever reason, that's what people want to see from him. It just is what it is. Guy beats Hollow, everyone hates it. Guy beats fucking Mr. Wavy, it's iconic. So maybe if he has a moment like that with like a Hansel or something, that might be what gets John out of the stock plummet that he's in right now. I like that idea, Titus.
Can I make one last joke before we move on?
Why not make as many jokes as you want?
Sure,
we don't got shit to talk about.
Well, you know, like you mentioned Shawn Michaels, so like if you're like into wrestling, like one of the prevailing theories, like back then when like Shawn retired, is that he didn't want to like lose his spot to like the like Austins and like all the shit in the world that were coming up. So like Shawn like faked retirement or some shit. Like there are people that think like he faked the back injury. So I'm thinking if like John says I lost my smile, like is he doing that so he don't gotta pay these niggas?
I mean, no one else said they didn't get paid except Danny.
I thought Rex didn't get paid.
Serious Jones left with his money.
No. I thought Rex didn't get paid.
He didn't? Did he? I don't remember.
I thought Rex didn't get paid.
You have people now speaking, and this is the funny thing about when information starts leaking is you have now people just speaking on the behalf of others who like, you know, we've heard Tay Rock and Jazz get there. I will say Jazz said she either didn't. I remember she said something about delayed payment at the least. She might have just flat out said that she didn't.
Yeah.
And then Lord knows those bullpen talents, they might have just been battling for an opportunity.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Bad news, battle for love of the game.
Yeah, and here's the thing:
for the Happy Meal.
Nobody is exactly running to say, bad news and Clone get paid. I don't think anybody cares. So, but it goes without saying that probably didn't happen. Poor Reggie P. People
did Reggie P get paid?
Right. These are the questions. But we know Avocado didn't get paid.
Is John Birdman?
Oh my God. Yo. That just changed my life.
At least these battles got out to the public too. I remember a long time ago in the space, we asked, I'm like, hey, when will those battles be dropping? We'll see, just stay tuned for developments and details. That's what K Shine's been saying about his battles recently too.
Where is K Shine versus Shoddy Horror?
So you're the worst.
Hey, I saw Nick G arguing with Tay-Rock yesterday.
That was wild.
It was.
Yeah, hold on. I need to put out a PSA. If K Shine would have beat Shoddy Horror, that battle would be out right now
on YouTube. I actually have a win, but it's a good battle. It's not a.
This is a nigga that knows he lost. That is why this battle is not out. K Shine, you are not fooling me.
He lost it. It's crazy.
But none of the other battles are out though.
Yeah, nothing's out.
Yo, he's hiding it, bro. He's hiding everything. He's hiding a child.
No, he ain't hiding the battle for the world. He's hiding the world from the battle.
Speaking of
he's hiding a battle.
Speaking of
let the battle come on, man.
Speaking of Toronto,
top 10 battle of the year. I love that battle. I really hope that he drops it. I fucking love K Shine versus Shoddy Horror.
Yeah, speaking of Toronto, the Blue Jays lost.
Yeah.
Thanks to good old Drake. Drake showed up at Game 6. They lost 6 and 7 in the crib. I'm just saying.
I got the Blue Jays fitted on right now in remembrance.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, 1 out.
Yo, how?
Base, that's the type of thing that when you're 50, you still talk to your kids about when you speak of pain of sports. There's just certain things.
Yo, my dad's a Blue Jays fan. I haven't called him yet.
Yeah. It's gonna take that's a loss. I don't think you'll never heal from that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of baseball really at all, to keep it honest. I don't watch it level, because I just watch sports in general. But Game 7 of the World, I'm watching Game 7 of anything, especially if it's a championship game. Right. And seeing that whole slide at the plate, where it's like just a half second away from actually just touching while the catcher's foot was off base. That's definitely rough stuff, and it's just been really a bad couple of years for Canada. Well, you have SGA, so where one door closes, another opens. But I saw even the promo work after that they did, or the Kendrick promo work, they had that waiting for a second.
Yeah. They were, and it was so many Drake references. I was like, damn, they really hate this thing.
Right.
The world hates him.
It's
they did a back-to-back logo with the back-to-back label from his Meat Mill disc.
But you know what's so funny? You know what's so crazy is I'm so locked in on the game and shit. It's it's not even crossing my mind that it's LA versus Toronto. Yeah. I'm not even thinking about Drake Kendrick shit.
They do.
But then as soon as it happened and I see the one picture of Kendrick in the fucking GNX, and then I'm like, oh my god, it's some LA Toronto shit. I didn't even think about it.
It's bad. But that was a great game. Yamamoto, I never saw that man pitch a day in my life.
That nigga's yo. Fuck the Dodgers, dog.
Dodgers pulled it to Japan and said, "Here's $600 million."
Yo,
bro,
a lineup that has Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Shohei Ohtani. Yo, what the fuck, bro?
And then the dude that gave that tied the game up had a hit in a month.
Had a hit in a month, nigga.
It's very oil money-ish.
They had Blake Snell. They had Blake Snell, who's nice, pitching in the 6th inning.
And he almost lost that shit too. Blake was cooked by the hey, get Blake out of there.
Y'all ain't gonna lie. They was about to change Blake Snell's life.
It was about to get.
They about to change his life.
But no, that game was amazing. playoff baseball just has a certain feel to it that it's hard for other sports to match, even at their
That's a
best,
fact.
right? It's just
Yeah,
it's
in
so
my
crazy.
opinion, to me, mostly trash sport. But then in the postseason, when any pitch can change the trajectory of a game, as
Yeah,
an avid hater, I can't deny playoff baseball is a good watch.
for sure, for sure.
Absolutely. And then
That was fun.
anything. I mean, it's prime sports season right now. I guess
That's
baseball.
It's a lot.
We
It's a
are.
lot going on.
yo, basketball's back. I don't think we recorded or like
We haven't really
when
done much talking, as
the
we all
basketball.
are avid sickos for the NBA. And I think, especially as the year goes on, you're going to get a little bit more content here at the end of our podcast of us talking some hoops. But before, because I got to get out of here soon. But if we are talking sports, Ja Morant, 1-game suspension. Ask the coaches. I know it's always a fun topic with Ja when we speak, gentlemen. Oh, can I at least get your opinions before I head up out of here?
Yeah, Ja. That was real Angel Reese. That's right. I said, damn, they gave him the Angel Reese, the 1-game suspension.
It's always
Conduct
Detrimental to the team.
To the team. That's what it is. That's this guy is wildin' designation.
I just want to know how crazy was the coach talking to him for Ja that felt the need to do that. Like, I just want to know because I didn't watch that game, but the people are saying people were saying he quiet quit during that game. I haven't watched it.
He did.
He quiet quit.
It was bad, Titus. It was bad.
I believe it. I've seen the people say it to where I'm like, yo, like the Josh is over. So that's
he was making sure the corner man didn't get a 3 off. That's what he was doing. I'm definitely got this corner locked down. That was Ja's contributions on that end, and then he shot 3 for 14. So
my thing is doing that, quitting in the game, and then being mad that the coach spazzed on you about it is kind of crazy. Like you quit, own it.
He thinks he's Kevin Love, bro. We care about if you're good or not. You can't pull that.
When like the Grizzlies had issues last year, and you heard like issues with like Ja Morant and like the coaching staff, and like issues with the new offense being implemented. When it ended with Taylor Jenkins getting fired, I'm like, damn, that feels kind of crazy.
Games before the playoffs, the timing of it was.
I'm like, yo,
I think Jenkins is a good coach, but the timing of it was as crazy as any other part of it.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, like Taylor Jenkins got fired for a team for this team winning 48 games. I'm like, that's kind of wild.
Bad vibes, man.
But like hearing that it was like a lot of it had to do with the offense and shit like that. And like when you're there that long as a coach, you can lose the locker room and your voice is no longer heard. So like it can always be time to go. But I always thought it was wild. I'm like, yo, Taylor Jenkins. I always felt Taylor Jenkins was not the problem. I thought there was spoke to this Josh shit last year. Ja didn't like the offense. And then funny enough, like Miami, who's like way overachieving to start the year, Miami scooped up one of the Memphis assistants as the offensive coordinator, basically.
And one of the biggest things about that too, because I've been reading up on it, and really just how much they've changed their pace. And like the biggest part of that is that nobody is like really dominating the ball. You know, you don't have Hero out there with them right now, and you're seeing like Bam's taking like 10 threes a game, which they could go without that. But if you look at it, like there's equal opportunity across the board. And when Memphis was playing good, and really this whole era of Memphis ball, when they played good, it's when they're letting everyone get the rock. But Ja wants to play 40 minutes a game, and he wants to have the ball the entire game. And I mean, that's just kind of what it is. And he's uber talented. So we've seen at points where that's worked. But I feel like as the NBA is going on and on, we're getting away from like a super, just a star as the identity of a team type of era. We're seeing good basketball teams getting built again. And he doesn't want to have a flow of the offense. He wants to be the offense. Yeah. And his maturity within that hasn't changed at all.
It's hard to do that.
All signs point towards Ja, unfortunately.
Yeah. And like it's hard to do that as a small guard that also can't shoot.
Yes, if he could shoot the three, we live in a whole different world. Exactly. And I wouldn't even say he hasn't made effort, because you've seen certain seasons, a little bit of change on the release, how many times he takes it a game, but that's not what he is. And he is a bit of like a modern era Westbrook, which is really fucking cool, to be honest with you. I mean, minus like maybe the triple-double volume, but in terms of like the way he plays, that was always good comp. That his style now is turning into that. And even his attitude looks to be that a little bit. So he's always going to be a good part of the NBA, but things like this might show that his Memphis era might be coming to an end soon. I don't think he's beloved as he needs to be pulling the things that he's pulling.
Yeah, so. I don't think there's a bounce back for that situation. Honestly, like I know I was never high on that Desmond Bain, Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson.
I never saw it. Even when they went 57, I think they won 57 one year. It was a 50,
Yeah.
like that. And even then, I think because I had just gotten LTBR, I was talking to you guys like, yeah, I don't see anything going on for Memphis. Your big man averages 6 boards a game, which is fucking pathetic. We'll talk about you another day, Triple J.
Yeah,
And
your time's coming too,
your
buddy.
point guard can't shoot. So the most well-rounded talent of the three that you probably got with Desmond, he's not the best, but the most well-rounded.
Right.
Well, you created him. So
Yeah.
I do think we're approaching a point soon where Memphis is going to
Blow
start
it up.
super high picks. Yeah, we're going to see Jaren Jackson maybe in another jersey, John Moran. I don't think it's happening this year. Big contracts, they're hard to move, but that is the next step for them. It's
And honestly, like they've shown the ability to kind of draft and develop when they have those picks. Like they've shown the ability to make talent, get guys and put them in the system and have talent. They've
yeah,
shown
and that's why when they played a variety ball, share the Rockets look good. But we'll talk. We'll do more NBA stuff at the end.
For sure. Are all our teams first place in their divisions in NFL? Huh? We all in first?
I am barely. I see Lang's talking some shit before I leave. Just want to tell Smo the Ravens are coming. I hope not. But I can't say no. I'm not that happy with my Steelers. So is what it is.
Oh yeah. The Colts are pretty safe this year.
Well, no, you've already won your division. Congratulations.
Yeah, they're pretty safe.
You have the Jaguars, the Titans.
The Texans are they're showing a little something. Showing a little life.
They're just not pathetic. Like
yeah.
That's
yeah. Salute. You're gonna win your division, Q. Shout out to that.
You're gonna win yours as well, Titus.
It's looking good.
One kind of rocking out here in the water.
The Eagles curse Cam Scatterbo. That's all I know.
No, we didn't. Don't accuse that. Big T boys, don't accuse that.
I ain't gonna lie, that was black magic.
What did Big T say? We can't prove that.
Yeah. For real. But yeah, man, thank y'all for watching, man. We're gonna get out of here. Y'all have a great one. We'll be back next week.
Absolutely.
So look, guys. Like I said, we need to do